magical world of Disney. Marty Cromwell's family can't be normal. Why? Because her grandmother's a witch.
Totally.
And she lives in Halloweentown, where it's Halloween all the time.
Halloween is cool.
Well, battling an evil shadow creature is just not normal.
Oh, being normal is vastly overrated.
Find out more about Marty Cromwell's family's strange powers.
Powers? What powers?
In the Saturday premiere of Disney's original movie, Halloweentown. Saturday, October.
Well, this is Chip Condroach, and I guess we are picking out a interesting movie as I get a guest on the chair. Everybody, Snippy has decided to join us for Halloweentown, which I will be reviewing after we get this very important message from our buddy Slimer.
This summer, coming to a supermarket near you. There's going to be a great new high-sea flavor with an outrageous fruit taste. And what are we going to call it? Ecto-Cooler. High-sea Ecto-Cooler. Slimer's new fruit drink. You've been warned.
Well, I will thank Slimer for that. If you enjoyed the Ecto Cooler, that pretty much made your colon green and gave you more diseases than Charlie Sheen currently has. But it tasted good. So now back to the review of Halloweentown. This was a interesting choice since it is Halloween. Why not pick this one? This is also, I'm going to be gentle with this review because this was a made-for-TV movie. Yeah, this movie was actually done on a $4 million budget. It originally got $30 million, and for some reason, the director, Dwayne Dunham, actually cut it down to $4 million. And what was very impressive is they filmed this movie in 24 days. When I found that out, I was shocked. And this is also Disney's very first Disney Channel movie that I also found out. It was one of the first ones in 98. So I guess 1998 may have started the made-for-TV Disney Channel movies, which was news to me. And some of them, believe it or not, really aren't bad. In 1998, there were some movies that I think this should have replaced in the theater, The Waterboy being one of them. That was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. What, The Waterboy?
It was supposed to be funny, Christopher.
Well, I know it was supposed to be funny, but his voice throughout that whole movie was irritating.
His voice through all his movies are irritating.
Okay, well, yeah, there were Sphere was very bad too, but 98 it did have some good movies. It had Saving Private Ryan. No, Titanic was not 98, no matter what the internet says. That was 97. But I guess it did lead into 98, so whatever. But yeah, Saving Private Ryan was on there. Stupid Armageddon was on there. Then you had Dr. Dolittle. There was a couple other ones. I think Con Air may have been 97 to 98. Ronin was another one. Snake Eyes was another one. Oh yeah, Something About Mary was also a big hit at that time.
Never heard of it.
Then there was The Odd Couple Part 2.
Never heard of it.
But there were some real clunkers in there that this could have easily slid into theaters, and I would rather pay money to see this than those. But anyways, this was, like I said, this was a made-for-TV Disney movie about Halloweentown. This was made to be a fun Halloween movie, because that's what Halloween is supposed to be, fun. So this was starring Debbie Reynolds, which she really doesn't need any introduction. She was terrific in this movie. But I know her from the movie In and Out. She was in a movie called Mother. No, no, and no. And she was the mother of the late Carrie Fisher. We all know. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, she was. So maybe Carrie Fisher should have taken lessons from this movie that said, oh, hey, I can have fun acting. But no, she took the crazy route instead. So, unfortunately, Debbie Reynolds, we did lose her in 2016, which was kind of a sad story. At least I thought so. I know she was in a couple other things. I'll get into that later. And also, Kimberly J. Brown is in this. From what I've just been told, she is a Disney Channel star. I did read up on her. She was in some Guiding Light show. She was in 43 episodes of that. She was in Two of a Kind. Not many episodes in that, but she was still in it. She was in another couple TV shows as well. Special Victims Unit.
She was in that Stephen King thing too.
Oh yes, what was that? Red
Rose or Rose Red or
Rose Red.
whatever the heck it's called.
Yeah, okay.
I tried it. It was creepy.
And she was also in commercials as well. And I think Judith Hogue is the mother in this. And she was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the one that I called a sloppy April O'Neil. She wasn't sloppy in this movie. She was just a total buzzkill. But yes, I did call her the lazy April O'Neil. Never looked nice for TV. She looks nice in this, but like I said, just a total fun police. She should have worn a uniform. So she is in this along with Joey Zimmerman that plays the lovely Dylan. Speaking of buzzkill, Dylan fits that to a T. He has glasses, he's kind of nerdy, but boy does he suck. He wants nothing to do with Halloweentown. And he was in a few things. I actually knew him from Earth 2. I just found out he was the boy in that show. And that was not a huge hit. It was only on for 21 episodes and then went off the air, which was unfortunate because I was starting to enjoy it. He was obviously in the other two Halloweentown movies three other Halloweentown movies. For some reason, I think there's 3. There's actually 4. Now, is Debbie Reynolds in the 4th one as well, or did they get somebody? Because I know Kimberly J. Brown is not in the 4th one.
No, she's not, but everybody else is.
Okay.
The little sister's not. They mention her, but she's not actually in it.
Oh yes, I'm trying to remember the little sister's
Sophie.
actress name. Oh, it's
Emily something.
It's Emily Rosk, and she honestly wasn't in much except for the Halloweentown movies. And then there is also Robin Thomas, who plays Calabar, and I know him from Summer School. So yes, Robin Thomas was in Summer School. I really don't know what else he was really in. He wasn't really in too much other stuff that I've seen anyway. So pretty much all Kimberly J. Brown wants to do is go out for Halloween and have a good time, and her wonderful mother will not let her. She doesn't want her going trick-or-treating. She thinks it's something bad's going to happen because Kimberly J. Brown is a witch in this, but I still don't see what the big deal is if she goes trick-or-treating and she gets candy and she has a little bit of fun. I still don't see the harm in this, even after seeing this a couple times. I just don't see the big deal. So now Kimberly J. Brown doesn't know that she's a witch. So Debbie Reynolds, she comes in and it kind of shows a cookie flying by itself. So
That was Sophie's doing.
oh, that was actually Sophie. That was Sophie's doing.
She didn't know, but yes.
Oh, okay.
She's getting her powers that her mom's trying to hide from her.
I see. So I thought the grandma did it when she was standing there in the corner just to play a little joke on the mother. Okay, so that's my bad. But it would have been funny anyway.
The grandmother turns the chicken wings into a chicken.
Yes, now that I remember. Well, yes, that part I remember. Yeah, she actually turned the chicken wings into a chicken. That was kind of amusing right there. So, yes. So Kimberly Brown does find out that her grandma's a witch, and she sees the whole bus thing leaving, and she wants to find out where her grandma lives. So she kind of decides to follow her. So then she finds out that there's a Halloweentown. And somehow she drags Dylan. I'm still trying to remember how she pulled that off.
Because he's the man of the house.
Yeah, if you want...
That's what he said.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm going to say it in his voice. I'm the man of the house. Oh, we'll have to see that for itself, because you'll understand. You'll probably laugh as hard as I did, because I made fun of Dylan probably throughout the whole entire movie. So, I will show the first clip right now, and we'll kind of show the Buzzkill mother. Oh, Alexa turned on all our lights, so now I can get back to the review after the first clip of the Buzzkill mother. And then you also see the man of the house getting pushed aside by his sister. I'm surprised she didn't break his arm. So, yes, this is the mother not allowing her daughter to go out on trick-or-treating, and her friends try to defend her, and unfortunately they make things worse by saying that she's made for Halloween, that she scribbles ghosts in her math book. Can't really blame her. So, yeah, they actually make the mother's point, and then she kind of asks them to leave, and then there's also some wise remarks by the wonderful Kimberly Brown, making fun of her mom with pretty much saying that the mother's turning her into vegetables, but then she says that she does an imitation, saying, "Look, I'm a potato." Oh, wait, there's something about vegetables we don't understand. You would actually have to see the movie to understand the quote, but this is a Disney movie, so that means we have to be incredibly careful with our clips, or else we're just going to get deleted anyways, because Disney is the fun police of copyright. So, I will show the next clip of the grandmother showing, making fun of plasticware and finding an easier way to do it. Because being a witch doesn't mean that she's mean. And I will show this clip coming up next. Well, this is an interesting scene here. I like how she just puts a chicken right in the bowl, and then Marnie is Kimberly Brown's name in this movie. It's actually Marnie Piper. So she now sees that her grandma is a witch, and obviously her and her mom and the grandmother tend to be arguing, and she does make the grandma very, very mad. Because the grandmother is trying to get her mother to save Halloweentown. Her mother is not going for it. Because like the grandmother says, being normal is vastly overrated. And she also called it her precious mortal world. I am, of course, going to side with the grandma because she's just so much fun. She is fun and she's happy, and now her stupid daughter made her angry. So now we are going to see the dorky Dylan and Marnie. Marnie is trying to talk to Dylan about Halloweentown being a magical place, and Dylan's just going back to, well, I see insanity runs in the family. So he is obviously denying the whole thing. But now he gets to see his grandma for what she really is, and I think he's still in denial. But let's find out, because I don't know for sure. I've only seen this movie twice.
What are you doing here? I'm the man of the house. I gotta keep an eye on you. Plus, I'm gonna have a hard time getting back to sleep till I find out if you're crazy or not.
Dylan sucks. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were filming. Well, that's out of the bag. So speaking of bags, he's sort of denying the fact that bag is just going, following the grandmother on the floor, and he thinks it's some type of radio control. Like that lady would have anything that's radio controlled? I don't think so. So then at the end of this wonderful conversation, where Marnie is leaving the house, Dylan then just says, "I'm the man of the house, I have to keep an eye on you." Dylan, stay behind. Please. I think she can take care of herself. I think a little harmless ant can take care of themselves. Because you should not be keeping an eye on anybody. You have 4 of them, and they don't work. What? And now he's complaining about his shoe. So I will show the next clip of where they show the magical bus stop. And I'm sure we're going to get some more whining out of Dylan. So I will get to show that. And let's see what else he complains about. We'll find out next.
No.
Well, there's the wonderful magical, but no, not the magic school bus with Miss Frizzle. This is the magical Halloween bus that Dylan is now he's still in sort of denial, trying to come up with some rational explanation. When it's like, come on, Dylan, that's a fun bus, go on it. And even when he's on it, he's trying to rationalize some Halloween party, and then it makes this like nosedive type of thing, and he's pretty much crapping his Huggies. I wouldn't be surprised if he was wearing those. Oh no, that's right, that's unsanitary for Dylan. That would not work. He has a tube of some kind. So, because he's scared of toilets as well. So they have arrived in Halloweentown, and if I was Marnie, I would run from Dylan as far as I can, because I'm sure he would probably be driving her crazy the whole time. It's like taking one of those family vacations and somebody's miserable being there. So they are in Halloweentown, and this was actually filmed in St. Helens, Oregon. And every year they actually have a spirit of Halloween, and they keep the town the way it is, even with the big jack-o'-lantern that you're going to see. And they have a month before Halloween party, and people can go into this town and look through it and everything. And they have little haunted house parties and stuff, from what I read anyway. So that's kind of a cool thing there. So I will get to show you Halloweentown now that I'm done yapping away here. So I will show you that scene next.
Are you done yet?
Yes. Later on. So this is the Mayor BS artist right here. This is pretty much classic. I smelled bad guy on this guy the first time I saw this movie. He kisses their butt, and then he brings over a cab, which is one of my favorite parts of the movie, because I do like Benny, the cab driver. The skeleton is pretty cool. And according to Dylan, he calls him an animatronic. Of course he would say that. So he compares it to Disneyland, so obviously he thinks this place is still fake. So I guess Dylan is kind of like his mother in a nutshell. So the other kids are trying to have fun here. Marnie and Sophie have taken an interest into this place. And they actually did spend a lot of money on the cab driver. That is that $4 million budget, and I guess a nice little chunk of that did go to Benny, the cab driver, from what I read anyway. So they are at the grandmother's house, and I get to hear one of my favorite lines of the movie, and that is coming up in just a second.
Gretel, no way. This is the perfect chance for me to try my powers. Powers? What powers? Well, I don't know. I haven't tried them yet.
Well, there's Dylan trying to get out of this little trip by saying, "Oh, it's locked. Let's go home." He says that very fast too, because we missed a couple seconds in that whole clip there. So he says it very, very fast. He's looking to go home. For what reason? I don't know. So, anyways, obviously, Marnie is trying to open the gate. She has trouble with it, and her little sister Sophie just pretty much pushes it and opens it up. So I like Sophie and Marnie. It's just the other one that's just causing the problem.
He's like you.
No, he's not. Okay, fine. When I wanted yes, okay, fine. When I went to the grocery store today, yes, I wanted to go home, but that was because of the slow people in front of me. So obviously they are here now, and as you can tell, when they leave and go into the house, there is a frog. And yes, that frog looks, I'm sure they asked the frog to open up the gate, but...
The frog was the lock.
Oh, the frog was, I see. The frog was the lock. So, well, what I was getting at is they would ask the frog to do something, but he would probably have trouble lifting solid oak. So, now they are in the grandmother's house. So, the grandma is very happy to see them, and the grandma's not a buzzkill, so she is very delighted to have them over. And I will show you her reaction right in a few seconds. Okay. And I will show you that in just a second. Just has to turn off the lights first. Alexa, turn off all the lights. Well, I guess Marnie is going to... She talked her grandmother into training her to be a witch to kind of fight against the evil, whatever that is. They don't know what it is yet, but I guess you want to say evil force field that is trying to ruin Halloweentown or take it over for that matter. So she wants the grandma to train her to kind of take it over. So, and if you notice though, the time difference is different there. It said that 2 hours could be 2 days or 2 weeks if they're on vacation. So that is pretty cool. And of course, Dylan wanted to call her mother. So that was his way out. And Marnie is talking her way in. So now we get to see Marnie on a broomstick taking, I guess, driving lessons, I guess. In flying lessons, driving lessons, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty much the same thing. So she's going to learn how to fly a broomstick before she's going to be able to drive a car. So I guess we get to see that next. And I will show you that in just a second, after I left the lights. Well, they were enjoying their nice little flight, riding a broomstick. I wonder what the weight limit is on that. I don't think Melissa McCarthy could go flying on a broomstick. Her face is there, but I just don't think that thing could really carry her. Oh well, I guess it would be interesting to try that out. Well, anyways, they were enjoying their flight, but then as they landed, they got a rude awakening, and no, it was not Dylan. It was close, though. Dylan Sr., a.k.a. the mother. And she is not happy. And she wants her to come home, and who sucks up to the mother? But yes, Dylan. The two daughters explain they want to help their grandma, they want to do this and that, but then you get the buzzkill. Well, I tried to stop them, Mom. So there you go. You got 2 buzzkills and you got 2 brave people, and then the grandma. I think they're outnumbered, but the mother puts her stupid, wicked witch foot down, and she decides to ground her, which is, I don't know, somehow I just saw this backfiring some way, shape, or form, and it does. The mother is forgetting one thing. She has to get back. It doesn't always work. Buses don't always work, I guess, the same way in Halloweentown. So, yeah, not able to get a bus back, so eat that, mother. So, her plan does fail. So now, we get to meet the mayor again, and I will show you that clip in just a second. Well, this scene here is pretty interesting. I guess, I guess the mother, as like I made that joke, she gets zapped, and pretty much she has the same reaction. Maybe a better personality now that she is silenced. So I guess that's all that Marnie had to do, was just zap her. And then the grandma also gets zapped. So now it is up to the children to save them. We could rely on 2 of them. We're not going to name which ones. We all know by now. So I will show one more clip, and then that will be all, and then I will do my whole grading thing. And I'm sorry to disappoint, but Siskel and Ebert did not review this movie. But I can eat a few buckets of KFC and turn into Ebert if you wanted me to.
I'm good.
Or I could somehow shave my head and become Siskel. I could do that as well.
If you want to be single.
And say this picture a million times. So, okay, so I will turn off the light. Well, I'm sorry, Alexa will turn off the lights unless she is too tired. So, and I will show the final clip coming right up. I'd apologize to Disney, but I'm not sorry. Yes, this was a little bit longer than the 6 seconds. So, they could shove it. So, yes. So, obviously, surprise. Calipar is the mayor, of course, is the evil guy. There should really be no surprise here. This is how most people in political offices are. People just fall for their little games. So this is the final clip that I am going to show. Sorry. You are going to have to check this movie out for yourself to find out the end of it. And yes, Dylan did have his one funny line, which was, "I can't believe Mom dated that guy." That was kind of amusing.
I think that's the only funny line that I liked from him.
But, I mean, I'm going to say I'll give credit where credit is due here. He was casted very well because I could not laugh at him if he was casted incorrectly. So I have to give Dwayne Dunham all the credit in the world for that. But I am going to give credit to the director, Dwayne Dunham. He is no dummy. Because apparently he was an editor in all the Star Wars movies. So he's been in some... He knows what he's doing.
Why does that matter?
Stimpy
wants to know why that matters.
That does matter, because he was surrounded by some people that he could have learned from. And he did a nice job with this for $4 million. I mean, you don't have to have blazing special effects for a movie to be good. And I think he proved that making this. So he's been with high-budget movies, which he was an editor for, which, I mean, I know George Lucas is, whatever. I don't know how much he paid him to do it, but he was on some pretty expensive sets and around people that really knew what they were doing. And he also directed The Little Giants, so he's done other things, and he was successful. So this is a movie that he really wanted to do, and he cut the budget down by quite a bit. So I thought the special effects were fine. I thought every character was casted perfectly. I guess Debbie Reynolds, I guess, was his first choice, and I guess she really was very happy to do this movie, and it did kind of show that she did have fun with the part, which I guess I really shouldn't be surprised at that. And obviously having the Star Wars connections, because, like I said, Carrie Fisher is her daughter, I'm sure that he had ways to get her there. So now, anyway, so with doing this grade, again, this was a TV movie for Disney. So this is going to be in a different category here. But this is going to get a B+ to A- rating. This was a made-for-TV movie. This was not bad. This was a fun movie. It was enjoyable. And the special effects were fine. It's like I said, you don't really need high special effects for the movie to be good. The actors did a decent job of carrying this out by themselves. So I do highly recommend this. You can probably buy this at Walmart, not Target anymore. It's slim pickings there. You can probably buy this on eBay very inexpensively.
Where did we get it from? Did we get it from Walmart?
You know what? We may have gotten this at Target.
I don't know.
We didn't?
No, definitely would not have been Target.
Because I thought we got it with that other Halloween movie. The one with the ones with the girls from Sister Sister.
We got them at the same time, but I don't think it was Target.
I thought it was because it was in that tall bin.
Target doesn't have the tall bin.
Well, they used to.
Not on your transit. We got them before we moved.
Right, yeah, because they had the bin with the DVDs, and then they had some other place to buy them, and I thought it was on that. I'm almost positive it was Target.
I don't think so.
Obviously, Target's not going to have it now because they don't really have a good electronic section anymore.
Or it's also on Disney Plus.
It is on Disney Plus, so you can stream it on that. But like I always recommend, just to buy the stupid thing. But apparently $5 is expensive for some. So
no, because we got all 4 for $5.
That's right, we did. We got a deal on those.
It was the whole set.
Yeah, and it is always good to have a physical copy because you don't know what these streaming services are going to do. You may not be able to even have Disney Plus if you're sharing it on somebody's account. You don't know if they're going to raise it, and then you don't know if they're going to take it off. So it is, in my opinion, it is better to get a physical copy. So, unfortunately, like I said, no Siskel and Ebert. So if you want, comment. What is your favorite Halloween movie? It doesn't have to be Disney, but I would like to know if you do like the whole Halloween themes here. Okay, yours is Halloweentown. I don't even know what mine is. So, Comment below, subscribe if you want, and thank you for watching.